Whoa! 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 We've been sleeping too long. Now the warning is clear. Our streets don't feel British, and the end's drawing near. They divided the right while the numbers kept rising. Time to stop the talking. It's time for deciding. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back where they came. You must speak English, we don't care for the game. No more excuses, speak English or get out. Learn our traditions, don't force us to learn yours. Respect our culture or head straight for the doors. This is Britain, we don't bow to foreign laws. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Stand up together, fight for our shore. Join, restore, or be no more. No more grooming gangs, no more two-tier rules, no more foreign flags flying over our schools. Put Britain first, protect our kids and our land. If you won't stand with us, then you don't understand. From the four nations, one people, one flag in the sky. No more division, it's do or it's die. No more talking, no more fear. The hour is late, and the moment is here. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more. Millions must go, send them back to the shore. You must speak English, or you're out the door. Join, restore, or be no more. Join, restore, or be no more.
Excellent. Let's lock and load one. I really should randomize our playlists, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, here we are again. Today we're in the kitchen. Is it a real kitchen? Yeah, it is. I can knock on the wall up, wake the neighbours up. Or to clean those brass pipes, shouldn't I? Ex-sailor. Those brass pipes should be gleaming. Should be gleaming. Morning, Pike. Yeah. And I'm looking through the square window. Everything normal in Wales. Fucking raining. I like the rain. I really do. But I've been waiting for it to stop raining so I can go outside and practice using our gimbal for outside videos. But I don't want to get it wet. I don't know if it's waterproof. This is though. This is waterproof. This is what I'll be wearing tomorrow up in Leicester. As you know, I'm going to Leicester for a Stop the Boats demonstration. The Reds are going to be there. That's going to be fun. It'll be nice for my granddaughter. Get her blooded, show her what it's like on the streets. Yeah, going up with some good guys. Went with them to Southampton, didn't I? Right, guys, what can we talk about? Well, there's a few things we can talk about, actually. We can talk about Belfast again. We have to talk about Belfast again because the press are reporting that they are now race riots. Now, you and I know this is a load of bollocks, complete and utter bollocks. This has nothing to do with race, and that applies to protests and demonstrations in the United Kingdom. The British people aren't having a go at these people because of their skin colour. It doesn't matter that whether they're sub-Saharans with an IQ of a Welsh brick or Indians with an IQ a couple of degrees under Einstein's. We don't care about their colour. We care about the fact that they are in our country, using our resources, living at taxpayers' expense, many of them, and committing horrid crimes against our people. We really don't care what colour they are. They could be green. Hell, some of them are white, and they're not welcome here either. They're not welcome here either, especially that white guy from Bulgaria who attacked that Scottish girl. She became famous, didn't she, for 12-year-old girl. They made all the memes of her waving her weapons about. Yeah. Well, he's just been found guilty of assault, him and his sister. They're awaiting sentencing. Remember, everybody on the left were trying to attack the young girl and his sister. He did try playing the race card, but the judge just threw that out straight away. There was too much evidence. And so, yeah, he can go as well. And all like him can go. We'll take a look at... I'm well, thank you, Patriot 14. I'm going to drop the 18 for you. Sorry, I'm going to drop the 28. I think I'll call you Patriot 14. Is Gary in Belfast? Gary, if you're over in Belfast, any breaking news? I've been searching the net. Here's where I go. I use that big news aggregate site as well, but normally I just stick to this one here. Let's see if I can get it up. Yeah, this is where I sort of normally go for a quick check on the news in the morning. The topics. So let's have a look at UK politics, shall we? Starmer clinging on, Donaldson, sex abuse trial, Andy Burnham backtracks on paying compensation to the WASPy women. Well, I know that doesn't mean white Anglo-Saxon Protestant women. Reform inciting racial division in Scotland. Perhaps there's hope for reform yet. Who can tell? Oh, that's good news. The person who was stabbed and blinded in one eye, he may soon come out of his coma. Well, let's have a look at what this guy says. One second. Statement from Councillor Mohammed Mwakian. Well, for a start, this man shouldn't be a councillor in the United Kingdom. Only Indigenous people should be councillors or eligible to stand for Parliament, senior positions in the civil service, the police. I wouldn't even have them in the police. I wouldn't have them in the police. By the way, that guy from Sudan who stabbed that man in Belfast, he was a former police officer in Sudan. Yeah, you think you'd know the law. I wonder what the penalty is for the crime he committed is in Sudan. Oh, and of course, he doesn't mean a thing about this. I've just seen too many people offering fake sympathy. They don't mean it. They don't care. It is a matter of deep sadness that the suspect is reported to be a Sudanese refugee. What's that about? As a Sudanese-born councillor, I know many people within the Sudanese community who are appalled by this attack and stand firmly with the victim. Yeah, don't believe you. I've seen too many videos since yesterday and today of people celebrating the attack. And some of the nonsense I've heard from the Nigerians is absolutely bloody mind-boggling. Might show some of the clips later on. People are entitled to debate immigration control, asylum, public safety, legitimate issues in a democratic society. However, these discussions must be based on facts. Well, we've got the facts, we've got the evidence, yeah, and we've talked about it. We don't want you here. Anyone who comes into this country illegally is not innocent. Any people brought into this country by a government seeking to replace the indigenous populations of the British Isles, they're guilty as well. They bear responsibility. They're not innocent, they bear responsibility. Not seeking to exploit tragedies for political purposes. We just don't want to lose our countries. We don't want to lose Wales, we don't want to lose Northern Ireland, Ulster, don't want to lose Scotland. And I think I can speak for the Republic of Ireland when I say we don't want to lose them either. Niall McConnell is producing some great stuff, isn't he? He's producing some great videos. See if I can get one. We'll be closing at 9 o'clock sharp today, guys. A lot to do. And absolutely. I'll put a link up, Joe, if you want to come up. Hang on. Let's have a quick look at what's going on in Belfast first. I'll get a link for Welsh Nationalist Joe. Right, guest. Or indeed anyone who has anything to say or contribute to the talk. Right, let's go have a look at what's going on X, is there? Share this. Have I got it? Yeah. Okay, let's start at the top. Oh yeah. This dude was seen walking down the Shankill, carrying a knife. Now that's not good. Night 3 changes everything. Government desperately open the unrest burns itself out. Third night, situation enters dangerous territory. Well, the boys have given the government something to think about, haven't they? Given them something to think about. Then again, they've just sent over 200 police officers from the mainland. Police officers in the Ardennes, that's not going to be welcome, is it? English police officers? Well, we don't know that. They could be any nationality these days, our police. I don't think the Catholics are going to like that. Yeah, this woman here, I'm not sure. I think this is, I can't remember whether it was Dublin or Belfast. This woman was seen doing this outside her shop. Someone said that she's trying to incite an attack on her shop because it's failing, her business is failing. Yeah, and that might be why she done it. But there's lots of people celebrating what happened to that poor man. This, I don't know what that is. They say he's using some kind of flamethrower on a migrant hotel, colonizers' barracks. I don't know. I really don't know if that's AI or not. Ashley says, I know I'm going to lose some followers, but I want to say this. It is deeply satisfying to see the people of Belfast finally waking up and fighting back. Asylum seekers' homes and cars have been torched. This is what real resistance looks like when the governments betray their own citizens. Show more. This is what real resistance looks like. No more silence, no more tolerance for destruction. The natives are rising, and it's about damn time. Enough is enough. That's what Ashley said. No, you're not going to lose followers. In fact, I think I'll follow you. We don't fool around in Ireland. Silly boy, have you got a? If you're gonna, you should dress appropriately, boys. Dress appropriately. People have already been sentenced. Yeah. Fighting with the migrants. Meanwhile, in Belfast. Yeah. Ah, that's football hooligans. Yeah, we've got to get our data straight up. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fake news out there now. Oh, Scottish youths have had enough. Okay, well, let's get back to the front, is there? Okay, I put a link up, Joe, if you wanted to come up. If anybody else wanted to come up, you're more than welcome to. I like that, muscle memory. Yeah, muscle memory. Yeah, the old ways are the best ways. Yeah, tradition is everything. Culture is everything. I love Ulster culture. I really do. If you hear my coughing, that's my wife. She's still not well. We was hoping there'd be some improvement. We shall see. We shall see what we shall see. Okay, guys. A wee holiday to Belfast. I gotta go. I've travelled extensively around the world. I never like to go back to places I've been because they change. I prefer to remember them the way they were. Yeah. So I got good and bad memories of my time spent in Belfast. I loved the people. I loved the girls. Loved lots of them. Nah. Made some good friends in the Protestant community up in Hollywood and around that area, and Bangor. They were great girls. And so were the guys as well. But I paid at that time. I was much younger. I paid more attention to the young ladies. They were great. Could name a few, but I won't. Borada, good morning, everyone. That's Loopy Lou. Carries, yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow. Just waiting for confirmation now that my granddaughter will be coming with me. I have to give her a briefing. Oh yeah, that's for the Stop the Boats in Leicester tomorrow. Should be a good turnout. Got an image somewhere for it. With a bit of luck, I'll bump into GST up there. With a bit of luck, it'd be nice to talk to GST, ask him why he hasn't been in our channel room for a while. Oh no. Right, let's while I check out the news sites, let's have something from John Harrison. Yeah. This guy is underrated. This is his own music. He's a musician. You can buy his CDs and that. Well, he done a few for us. I don't play enough of them. Let's have a look. This is Folks of Scotland.
If ever you need reminding of the greatness of our nation, just read a book and take a look with an air of fascination of the people that you see changed the world for you and me. They made the world a better place and see the greatness of our race. There was Robert the Bruce out fighting. There was Wallace for uniting. The Scottish clans that understand with Rob Roy out demanding. And Billy made the phone. James Waddy Steam belonged. With Logie Baird who made TV, and the rest is history. Folk of Scotland, drink in hand, take a whiskey from our land. Drink a glass with company, bagpipes play in harmony. And at Hogmanay we sing, dressed in tartan, it's the thing. And the future staying strong in our homeland. We belong in our homeland. We belong. From the highlands to the lowlands, every glen and brook, legends carved in mountainsides in every heart-filled book. The spirit of our ancestors woven in the clay. With each step upon this land, we honor them today. So raise a toast to those who fought and to those who paved the way. With tales of courage, love, and loss forever here to stay. Folk of Scotland, drink in hand, take a whiskey from our land. Drink a glass with company, bagpipes play in harmony. And at Hogmanay we sing, dressed in tartan, it's the thing. And the future staying strong in our homeland. We belong in our homeland. We belong. Through the storms and through the trials, our hearts remain steadfast. With a clan that never falters, rooted in the past. From the shores of
1 minute,
the
Joe.
Atlantic to the banks of every stream, the pride and joy of Scotland, living in our dreams. Folk of Scotland, drink in hand, take a whiskey from our land. Drink a glass with company, bagpipes play in harmony. And at Hogmanay we sing, dressed in tartan, it's the thing. And the future staying strong in our homeland. We belong in our homeland. We belong. So here's to every Highland heart and every lowland cheer. Together we stand strong and proud for Scotland's bright career. Together as one people, united we're so free. In the bond we share for Scotland, let our spirits ever be.
I thought that was good. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, it was all right.
All right. Only
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
What
it was
sort
all right.
I know you don't like my doorbell.
I was scared of that video, wasn't it? I could clip the video and put it on YouTube. Like,
I know, Joe, you can't do anything without me knowing. I have agents everywhere. Hey, Joe, that doorbell, it drives my wife mad. Where it's located is in the power point by the microwave and the washing machine. And so to put it on, my wife is always hitting the doorbell, and every time you do knock it, it changes the doorbell. She hits the random button, so we never know what we get. But it's the only plug we can have the doorbell plugged in. And I keep resetting it just to go ding ding like, but no, it doesn't happen. So it's always interesting waiting to see what doorbell tune is played.
Yeah,
I'm glad
keep
you
on
liked
your
it though.
toes. Oh yeah, that's good.
Hey, oh, well, apart from that, it irritates her, and anything that irritates my wife makes me happy. After all these years together, you've got to have your fun where you can get her. It's like that time she put the piano wire across the top of the stairs after she'd increased my insurance. That was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyhow, any news for us, Joe? Anything?
well, did I send you that? I sent you the thing about the eggs being stolen, didn't I?
The what being stolen? Sorry, Joe.
The eggs.
Egg.
The Menachdi egg shack thing. Do you know? Have you not seen it?
Hold on.
Yeah, I sent it to you on Twitter.
On Twitter. Yeah, I'm really on there. Hang on, I'll go.
Well,
Yeah, I've just been over there actually. I'll have another look. Sorry, mate.
well, anyway, right? I'll just explain what it is, right? There's egg shacks. There's like milk huts as well. There's these places around Wales where you can go and buy eggs and milk and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I read it, Joe. Yeah. I did, but tell the audience. I should have posted that up.
So, I used to deliver stuff for Yodel years ago, right? And it was a good job. Like I had my own van, and you used to get £1 a parcel, right? And you got £1 for a parcel and £1 for a return. You can make really good money doing that because you pull into one street, and you might have like 10 parcels for the one street. So I just used to, and they were all small things like Amazon, like CDs and DVDs, you know? Yeah. And I used to make good money. And then after about 2 years, they said to us, oh, the money's going down to 50 pence a parcel, right? And so that means you've got to do the same work for half the money, you know? So all the boys said, oh, nah, balls to that, I ain't doing that, like, you know? And then we all left, and because I've got a trade, I went back to my trade, right? But I really liked doing the parcels, and I was doing Barry, and I know Barry like the back of my hand, like, you know? But anyway, not so long after, we realised that all the parcels were being delivered by foreigners, right? And you see these foreigners, and there's 2 of them in the car. They got a little car, and it's piled up the back of it. They don't have a van. They have a little car. It's stacked up with parcels because they're doing it because you go self-employed when you do the parcels, and they don't take the tax off you. They say you're responsible for your own tax, so you've got to do your own accounting, right? Yeah. So if you were on benefits and you want to just do it as a fiddle and not pay any tax, well, no one's really going to know about it, you know? And this is why the foreigners got on it, right? And now in most places you see the parcel van drivers and the people doing it, and they're all foreigners, right? And this is why you have all these fucking mix-ups with the addresses and everything, you know, and parcels going to the wrong place and all that. But anyway, this fella has gone to the egg shack, which is like I think it's in Gabalva in Cardiff, right? And he's 6 eggs is £2.50, right? Yeah. And but they, you know that they're from the farm, these eggs, and it's a trust thing. They got CCTV there, but like you go in, you get the eggs, and you leave the money, you know, and you can only have this sort of thing in a high trust society. You can't have a high trust society when you've got Africans mooching about, right? Not just Africans. Yeah. I saw a video of an Asian couple completely loot a trust farm shop. They emptied everything in that shop, and it had everything. Yeah. Bacon, eggs, cheese, the lot. They just loaded the lot up. They do it when people leave stuff out for like Halloween and that. They won't just take a bit, they'll take everything, right? But anyway, this fella's gone in and he's robbed like 10 packets of it. He's taken everything that was there, right? And they put a picture of him. He's got a little van, and he's got a high screen now, Joe. Yeah. he's clearly delivering for one of these parcel companies like Every or Yodel or one of them, right? Because that's what all their drivers look like now, right? And then I was thinking, oh, that's really bad, that is. I'm going to start going there and, you know, I pass there sometimes. I'll go and get some eggs and support them, you know? And maybe I'll leave them a few quid. And then later on, I see that they said they've taken the post down because of racism, right? You know, so what, they're just gonna forget about it because they'd rather lose their stock than be called racist. You know, this is how weak our people are. This is how absolutely cucked they are. That I wouldn't, if it was my stuff that was stolen, I wouldn't give a shit who said what, you know? And this is the thing, like this, our people are terrified of being called racist, and they prefer to be robbed.
Yeah,
you know?
Agreed. Yeah, Joe, I was talking about it, I think, just before you come in, about the mainstream media saying that the protests going on in Ulster are racist, and I said, bollocks, it's fuck all to do with race. It's the culture of these people who are coming over here and their behavior. It would be we would be exactly the same if they were white. Well, that Bulgarian who's just been sentenced for attacking that 12-year-old girl, he's white. He should never have been here. It's nothing to do with race or skin color. It's everything to do with their behavior and the fact that this is our country and we don't want them here. So, yeah, the word racist, artificial word, it was invented, as you know, and the British people have fallen for it. Yeah, let them call us racist. So what? Let them call us far right. Oh, and by the way, we're not far right now. We're ultra right. They're starting to call us the ultra right now. How do you feel about that, Joe?
Yeah. Well, it's like you know, they were calling us Nazis, and then they have to add the word neo onto it. So you're not a Nazi now; you're a neo-Nazi, whatever that means. You know?
Yeah.
And it's just because they know that the words they use are losing power, so they have to try and up the game on it. You know?
Yeah.
And nothing pisses them off more than them realizing that their words mean nothing to us.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously to some people they still do. They mean everything, you know? Like I say with that thing, they've taken the post down. You leave the post up on Facebook, normally somebody will tell you who's done it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd rather take it down because they don't want to be called names. It's absolutely ridiculous, like that is. I was going to say, you go into the Leicester demo tomorrow, are you?
Yes, I am.
I was going to tell people about the demo in Brighton, right? There's a demo in Brighton, right? Now, I used to go to, every year there was, the March for England was, I don't know whether you've ever heard of it, it was St. George's Day Parade in Brighton. And it ended about 2014. For about 6 years, it was an annual punch-up, right? Because people started marching for St. George's Day, and then all of a sudden, one year, the lefties came out in massive numbers and attacked them, right? Now, Brighton is one of the worst places in the UK for lefties, because what they did, a lot of London lefties all moved there years ago. And, you know, like when people say, oh, we all need to move to the same area and all that, they did that, the lefties, so they could vote the Greens in, right? It's a massive lefty enclave. Now, we used to march down there sometimes, 120 of us, and we would have maybe 2,000 lefties trying to attack us, right? And there was a lot of trouble down there, but only our people ever used to get arrested. Now, tomorrow, there's a demo there, and I've been watching some of the videos. Nick Tenconey's going there, right?
Right.
Now, he's a muppet, right? There's that Ryan from Raise the Flags, that idiot with the ponytail, he's going there. They've got, I don't care what happens to them people, but they've got no idea what they're going to be up against, right? There's an anti-racism festival in Brighton on the weekend with 200 bands playing, right? Now, these people are saying, oh, they're going to get about 1,000 people on their demo. I don't think they will, you know. But anyway, they're going to be surrounded by lefties. They're never going to get out of the station. But the worst part is, you know, that Rhiannon Sky White who got murdered working in the hotel, right? Her mother is going there to do a speech. Now, if I could warn her, I would warn her. I don't know how to get in touch with her, right? These people, they will have never seen anything like it, right? I absolutely guarantee that they will not. They're going to meet at the train station at 12. They won't get out of that station, right? Because I don't know whether I sent you photos of the crowds there. I can send you photos of previous demos that have been there, and you've got the small group of patriots surrounded by absolutely thousands of lefties, you know? And just in case anybody listening is going there, you just need to be aware what you're going up against, because the lefties in this country are a bunch of muppets and they're nothing to worry about normally. But down there, they will have numbers like you've never seen. And they'll all be, the majority of them will be dressed in black with their faces covered as well. So if they can attack people, they will, you know?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Brighton, that's notorious for the depravity that goes down there, isn't it? Isn't that where all the homosexuals like to hang out? So, and also it's Gay Pride Month, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the gay capital of the UK, right? There's a lot of gay bars down there, but we used to stay down there a lot, right? And I'll tell you this now, it's not the gays, right? Because people have told us that the lefties go into the gay bars, leafletings, you know, trying to get numbers for their demo, and most of the gays are not really interested, you know? People say, oh, there'll be all gays. There will be some, but the majority of the gays are not involved. It's literally, it's a place full of hunt saboteurs, the kind of people who attack arms factories. What they have in Brighton is there's loads of empty big buildings, and they break into them and squat. And they squat in there. There could be 100 of them squatting in one building. You know, they're your Greenham Common types and all that. It's a hellhole of a place, right? But they've had, the reason these people are doing the demo is because there's been like, I think about 3 women have been raped down there by Africans lately, right? But these lefties, they couldn't give a shit if somebody got raped every single hour of every single day down there. They just don't care, right? All they want to do is destroy this country and their main enemy is nationalism. They hate it, you know? They just don't care who gets murdered or who gets raped. Like, it's as simple as that, you know? So that's, if people want to see what I'm talking about, that, you know, me saying these words, if that's not enough for you, go to YouTube. There's a video called This Is Not England, This Is Brighton, right?
Yeah.
And that video is about 2 hours long, and it shows one of the marches we did down there. And the way, all the way through it, you can see the lefties attacking, throwing things, fighting with the police. It's absolute carnage. That's the name of it on YouTube. It's still there because I looked yesterday. It's called This Is Not England, This Is Brighton. Have a look at that, you know? And then that'll tell you what is going to happen on Saturday, you know? So just in case anyone is going, a warning, don't go down there thinking you're going to be faced by 20, 30 dummies that are just going to shout names, call you names and that, because there's a high chance that you'll be attacked and there'll be massive numbers of them, you know?
I'm just thinking about it. I'm not a fan of Nick Coney, as you know. I'm not a fan of him at all. I admire some of his street activists. They seem to be willing to go and travel and protest. Well, so
if they have got 1,000 people going with them, maybe they'll be all right. But if they turn up there for 30, 40, 50 people, they're going to spend the whole day corralled in the train station, and they won't be going anywhere, you know. And there's been times we were down there, we got attacked, where the police would pile us onto coaches and drive us to Worthing, the next town, just to get us out of there. Because until we're bust out of there, it's not dying down, you know. I'm not trying to frighten people, and I'm not trying to give the lefties credit that they don't deserve, because they literally are the scum of the earth as far as I'm concerned, right? But this is one of the places in this country where they will have massive numbers, and they will be out for violence, you know. So just if you're going there, just be aware of that, like, you know. And like I say, don't just take my word for it. Watch that video, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll watch with interest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good information to have. I'm glad you told us that, Joe. And it's interesting what you told us about Brighton in general. Wasn't aware of it. I've been away for too long. I'm starting to get back into the swing of it, Joe, but obviously a lot of catching up to do.
We went every year, right? If people Google it, it was called March for England, right? And it was one of the reasons I fell out with Tommy, right? Because the first year that the march got attacked, there was kids there, and a little girl got hit on the head by a bottle, right? And they were surrounded by lefties in the park and screaming and shouting at them, and they were terrified. And this woman said to the police, "Let me, you know, can you get me out of here with this little girl, because she's injured and she's terrified?" And they said, "You shouldn't have come here." That's what the police said to her, you know? So the police won't protect people either down there. They've just got this attitude of, well, you've come here to provoke people, and now they're attacking you. It's your problem, you know?
Yeah, I do. Oh, Freedom Dad's come in. I hope you can come up to the mic and give us a quick update. Joe, thanks a lot for that.
I'll get off anyway, because I've got work to do, like, you know, but good luck tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing the videos. You'll be all right in Leicester, but, you know, I'm just warning people about Brighton, because it's another planet down there, like, you know.
I was just wondering, you know, this is us talking, I know it's on a live stream and that, and she might watch it. I was just wondering, should I try and dissuade my granddaughter from going? She's no bigger than a bar of soap.
No, so you'll be all right in Leicester. And, you know, I know Leicester's a dive, but I mean, you know, there's a few places in this country where the lefties are dangerous and they've got numbers, and Brighton's one of them, Bristol's the other one, and Liverpool's the other one, you know?
Yeah,
those three places. Yeah, Bristol is bad. The thing is all the Bristol lefties tomorrow they'll be in Brighton, because it's only a quick jaunt on the train. And the same goes for when there's things in Bristol, all the Brighton lefties travel up to Bristol, you know?
Yeah.
Because they are the Hunt Sams, they're the, you know, the people who attack the arms factories, the people who attack supermarkets and all that sort of thing, like, you know? Literally the scum of the earth, and a load of anarchists and that as well, like, you know?
Okay then, Joe. Well, I'll be streaming live from up there. I've got all the kit thanks to our channel. I've got a big power pack. I've got data backup ready if my crappy phone is full up, and so we'll be streaming live, mate. So
all right, good luck anyway.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I'll see you later. Freedom Dad, keep up the good work.
Cheers, mate.
See you later.
See you later, buddy.
Thanks, Joe.
How we doing,
Morning,
guys?
Freedom Dad.
Morning. Morning.
I see that the mainstream media are now saying that what is happening in Belfast are race riots. And I was saying before you come on, this is a load of bollocks. We don't care about the colour of these people's skin. It's a cultural thing, and we just don't want them in our country. We don't care if they're bloody green. It's absolutely nothing to do with race. It's the fact that they're in our countries committing crimes, and we don't want them.
No, well, you could, you know, I mean, you could have wrote the script for this, mate. That's the best about it. You know, this we us guys can write the script for this. It's the usual procedure. Every single time, you know what I mean? And it's just the government. The government do it, don't they? They don't want to admit that they're wrong, and they just want to say that we're wrong. We're just racist. We're just racist. There's nothing wrong with multiculturalism and diversity. It's us that's got the problem. You know what I mean?
Well, we might have had a problem, but they've got a bigger problem now, haven't they? They've got a bigger problem.
Yeah,
now.
They do. This is every.
Freedom Dad. Freedom Dad. What do you think that the Catholics in Belfast will make of police officers coming over from England to police the streets in Belfast? They're not going to like that, surely.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that. I think we're past all that. I think that would be like saying that obviously the ones that aren't happy with me being in this country won't be happy. But the general consensus nowadays between us guys is me going down to Dublin, and you get your wee hardliners that don't like me going down to Dublin, as you can see with the IRA. But the majority don't care, you know. So I feel it's the same in Northern Ireland. The majority don't care, mate. You know what I mean? They go to England themselves. They probably go over the demos. Quite a lot of them follow Tommy Robinson and other guys. You know what I mean? They support English football clubs. They could probably go to Blackpool and things like that. And back in the day when they were younger, so it's not as bitter as you would think. You know what I mean, mate? It's just your hardliners. But it's not the first time we've had the Scottish and English police over, so it isn't.
All right.
You know? And, I wonder. Yeah. Go ahead, mate.
Do you think it'll get to the stage where they have to send the army over again? If they can find any soldiers, that is. Not for a while.
Yeah, I could get to that stage because if something happens, if we have another Southport, anywhere in the country, anywhere, Scotland, Wales, England, Northern Ireland, or Ireland, we get another one of them, and every country will erupt, and then they'll need to bring the army in because they won't be able to bring Scottish police over or English police over because they'll be asking for our police. We won't be able to send you our police, because they'll be dealing with us. And you won't be able to send your police because they'll be dealing with you. So that's where they're going to. If they can't handle us over here and need to call in the English police, then that tells us everything. That tells us everything, you know. They're very, very vulnerable. Our government and our police are very vulnerable.
Well, what are the? I have to ask these questions, Freedom Dan. Yeah. What are the? What is your average PSNI man like? Are they, as people, are they not aware of the upset of the community?
No, well,
Ulster's a small country. They've got to live with people. Like you. They must know that the people are unhappy.
Yeah, my experience, mate, I've always said this has been quite good, you know, with the police. Interactions and stuff. Obviously, they've got to be careful with people like me because of the cameras. But there's been times when there's no camera and like there's a few of us standing and they're relaxed and they say some things that, you know, they shouldn't really be saying. And it's normally in support of us. The only negative I ever get from the police, and this is the truth, like, and it's sad, is like, you know, whenever we're out and I'm going to say good morning to the boys. Whenever we're out. All right, boys. Whenever we're out and there's been a few incidents where, because there was a Catholic drive, because Catholics weren't joining the police, so there was a Catholic drive to get Catholics into the police. So along with that, you will get better Catholics that are in the police for alternative motives, maybe, and you can see that it reflects whenever they're dealing with me. Certain police officers can't hide their hatred towards me because of who I am, an ex-loyalist prisoner and that. So yeah, mate. In general, I've had the police have been all right with me, absolutely fine, and any of our guys. Like I say, I don't work with the police. I don't I don't organize demos or anything like that. I don't like, this is what I keep saying people, and I'm not really saying this because of the last thing of the protest. On a rule, I don't organize demos. You know what I mean? I try and split myself. I try and cut myself away from that, from being a journalist. You know what I mean? Because I find if I get too involved, sometimes I don't have the freedom of the press as I should have with the police. You know, so like if you're going to a demo, and you're recording, you can't just record the demo and then get involved with the demo. You get me? That's a bit of advice I'll give you for England. You know what I mean? Once you get involved with the demo and start interacting with the lefties and giving them abuse, then they'll just put you in with the rest of the guys. So you got to remain partial. You got to remain professional, and you got to be there to interview people, both sides, and capture everything. So that's the way I work. You know what I mean?
That's good advice, and I think I'll take it. I think I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely.
And anywhere I go now, I will be there as an observer. I will talk to both sides, regardless of my personal feelings and wanting to get involved. I've got to be bigger than that. I've got to be a big man like you, Freedom Dad.
Yeah, well, you're there to protect the patriots, and you're there to monitor the police. That's what you're there for. You know what I mean? I always go to monitor the police and to take footage of the lefties to show their behaviour. You know, most of the demos I've been on, mate, our guys have behaved really well. You know, obviously you got the shouts and fuck Starmer and all the rest of it, and a bit of edgy language, but in general, every demo I've been to, our patriots have behaved impeccably. I'm quite proud of that, mate. It's the lefties that cause the problems. And as you know, in my videos, I've been in the thick of it, you know what I mean, with the lefties, and seen exactly how they behave.
I don't understand their mindset. I've tried to work out their mindset for 30, 40 years. I just can't understand the way they think. I honestly can't. I've sat down with them one-on-one in a pub, and they just seem to be on a different planet.
Yeah, it's a combination of upbringings. It's a combination of upbringing. You'll get a lot of been brought up with a silver spoon. Then you've got a lot with mental health problems. You know, like people that've been bullied, or we get categorized as the cool kids, the right wing. You know what I mean? It's like the patriots in America. You know, they would have called them the football boys. You know what I mean? The patriots, the 3%ers. You know, them kind of guys. They were always like the cool kids in school. And then you had the not so cool kids in school, and that's where it sort of went after school. As we go into politics, you get the cool kids and the cast outs. So the cast outs generate towards the left, and anything that the cool kids are up support, the cast outs will go against. And it's the same as over here. That's the way I see it. These students, these young kids, you know, never fitted in school, got a bit of stick because of the way they dressed, or their sexuality or whatever. You know what I mean? They take that out on the whole of the right wing, because that's the way they see us as heterosexual, straight guys, straight women. And it's pretty easy. Like I never have a problem with it. They all look the same to me. Every country I'm in, reporting this stuff, they all look exactly the same. You know.
Yeah, I got to correct you there, Freedom Dad. You referred to yourself as, they refer to you as far right, but no, you're not far right anymore. I read today we are the ultra right. We're the ultra right.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, well, wait, there's more. A commenter just said, no, we are the uber right. So I don't know what we are today. I used to think I was a British nationalist. Now I'm an ethno-nationalist, and I'm uber right. So, yeah.
I'm hard right. I'm hard right, mate. Hard right.
Yeah. Hey, I've been working out, even at the age of 77. I complete 5 stone overweight, all muscle gone, and now I'm starting to get muscles back. A couple more months now, be able to take on the wife and one-on-one.
Well, you need to start getting some calendars ready for Christmas. A topless Green Arrow, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, my wife is quite pleased because since I've lost this weight, I don't have to wear bras anymore. So.
Well, there's an idea for a calendar. All your girls on your channel can send you in some topless photographs, and you can do a January to December calendar.
Hey, Freedom Dad, I'm not taking in. I know those girls you sent over from Ulster into this channel. They just honey traps. I know who they really work for. Yeah, Lady J, she's there now, right? Our most trusted moderator. I know who she really works for. Who she reports back to.
Oh no! I think you're her favorite. You're her favorite. You know what I mean?
Well, I think she loves us both.
She see me up a lamppost on the main road the other day, and she didn't even stop. Just tooted the horn. Freedom Dad. Drove on.
What would have happened if you fell off the ladder and shot? Yeah.
Oh no! I would have landed in wee Glen Keane.
I watched a lot of Niall McConnell stuff today. Boy, he's turning out some really good shorts about the reactions. There was this Nigerian guy there saying that the Irish are just mongrels and they've done nothing. And he was, well, I just couldn't get over the things that he was saying about the Irish. And then there was a father talking about the sex crimes committed in Belfast and the Republic. Yeah, he's turning out some good stuff. And yet, people still supporting Sinn Féin. Incredible.
Know that many. They're losing and losing. This is why they're getting more desperate.
Well, the thing is, I've said, and I can speak with authority on this because there's loyalty and there's blind loyalty. And I used to be blindly loyal to Nick Griffin. Yeah, loyalty is good. Blind loyalty is bloody stupid and dangerous. And now people still clinging to Sinn Féin. That's blind loyalty, which is stupid.
Yes, blind loyalty to get rid of the Brits under any cost to their own lands. This is the thing, you know. They know that these guys aren't stupid. These are socialists, you know. They're communists. They've been doing this a long time. The propaganda, Sinn Féin IRA. They're educated. So they know that bringing foreigners in, especially Islam, to vote for them, because nobody else is fucking voting for them, will eventually not only maybe get rid of the Brits, but get rid of them, 100% get rid of them eventually. They might, you know, Islam will use them for as long as they can, for as long as they need them. But once Islam doesn't need them, they will be treated exactly like they've treated us. And that's karma. You know, that's what they call karma. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to get the people to understand what their leaders are trying to achieve. You know, come on, you going out? Misty.
They always operate in the same way, don't they? If you study Islam, when they move into a country, when there's just a few of them, and they move into, say, an housing estate, and there's just one family, they get on really well with the neighbours. They're nice,
this is what they're doing.
And people say, oh, they're nice. And then there's two families, three. And then bit by bit, their attitude towards the indigenous people or the people on their housing estate changes. It's this is our territory now. You should move out.
We all do it. It's just like the jail, you know what I mean? Like in jail as well, you know what I mean? Like I was in different jails in England, and you know, you would see that the politics change in the wing all the time. You know what I mean? Just by one person being moved out of the wing or one more person being moved into the wing. You know, some guys would be really nice and smiley like Islam, and they and sponsor you and be your friend and help you out. Like they're sponsoring football teams and all that, and they work with certain community leaders, and you know, so they have the right backing and all that, and you know, and they're really nice. And a lot of our guys are oblivious. They don't understand. You know what I mean? And then as the demographic changes, you know, like in the jail, has some of these guys, some of their mates would come in, you would see their attitude change because there's more of them. It's just human. It's human instinct, human nature. There's nothing unusual about it. It's, of course, you're not going to go into a country when there's not enough for you and start flexing. You'll just get put straight back out again. You know, you're not going to flex until there's enough men behind you to help you flex, you know, and that's just life.
Oh,
And they are
well.
going to flex. Of course they're going to flex. Look at Leicester. Look at Luton, Motherwell, all these cities. Look at Glasgow. Look at Maryhill. It's a no-go area.
Well, the police are going to have on the mainland are going to have their work cut out tomorrow if Joe is to be believed, and I believe him when he says what's going to be happening down in Brighton with the UKIP march. That's going to be one to watch, and of course there's protests all over the UK for Stop the Boats, the one I'm going to. I just had a message in, my granddaughter won't be able to come tomorrow. I'm not sorry about that, Freedom Dad. It's her mother's birthday, and it's a birthday party she's got to attend. So
yeah, well, just be careful. Just be careful with that one, mate. You know, like, you know, because who you are, and if people know she's going to be there, you could get the left trying to photograph her. You know, make sure she's masked up, mate. Make sure she covers her face.
No, she won't be going now. I just had a message in while we were talking.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the future. I'm saying in the future, mate. You know what I mean? Just be careful.
I'll say it now. I think I'm going to discourage her because I know what I've been through. I know what her grandmother has been through, and other friends and their children, and Joe Marsh's children. So I'm going to try and actively discourage her. I really am.
It is. I'll be like, I've done so many demos in England, and we've been followed leaving demos because they know when you're a journalist, you're there to the end, you're getting interviews, you're talking to the guys, they're seeing you, they're fucking going, "There's Freedom Dad," because they know me now in England. And then they'll follow you, they'll try and get your car, they'll get photographs of your car, they'll get your registration. And I think 3 demos I've been on in England where they've done that. You know, the last one in Bristol, they actually had people standing outside the car parks, waiting for patriots to come back to see what cars we were in. You know what I mean? These are well-organized domestic terrorists, as far as I'm concerned, mate. And you need to see them, even though they're scruffy, horrible-looking people. Some of them can be dangerous. Some of them can be very dangerous.
Of course. Look at the hyena, ugly brutes, but very, very dangerous. Yeah, jackals. Jackals one at a time, fine. Jackals in a pack, deadly.
And always have your AirTag checks as well. You know what I mean? Make sure you haven't got any AirTags stuck to your car. You know what I mean? Because they're doing that as well. They're putting tags on patriots' cars to see where they live. You know what I mean? Trackers, basically. You know what I mean? And they're so easy now to get. You know, they can glue them onto your fucking. So you got an app on your phone that tells you if you've got any trackers about you. You know, so
I'll check on that. I'll make my driver tomorrow, because I won't be going in my car. I'll make him aware. He's probably aware of that at any rate.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got to wind up now, Freedom Dad. Listen, I love it when you come on in the morning. This 8 till 9 is great for people to catch up on the latest. Is there any latest news from Ulster we should know about?
Everything was quiet last night. You know what I mean? There was a couple of bins burnt here and there. You know, I think there was something burnt in Tigers Bay. Newton Abbey, they were quieting down. There was a couple of little things, you know what I mean, where people were trying to push it on a wee bit more, but it was all pretty peaceful night, mate. Really peaceful night. It was. Well, like I said, mate, East Belfast and all the rest of the areas just sort of had enough after they burnt the wrong houses and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Talking about tactics, so, and you've been around long enough to know what the tactics are. From the side, if you like, of the protesters, the police don't know when they're going to fire up or kick off in numbers. So they've got to be prepared and on duty all the time, night after night after night. Whereas the boys can stand down, take a rest, make their plans, and then they can take back to the streets, the main in Blackburn, when they wish to. How long can the police keep it up?
You know, I don't know. Like, I think they know, because Northern Ireland's so small. You know what I mean? I think, like, you know, it's not going. Nothing's going to surprise them. So they'll be standing down as much as we will. You know what I mean? They've got intelligence. They've got their rats and their grasses and amongst us all. that you know, so they're not. It's like I say, it's not rocket science over here. You know what I mean? They if it's going to kick off, they'll know pretty soon it's going to kick off. You know, at the end of the day, it's like I say, you know, the intelligence service and how they work, and everywhere all the bugs and everything that they have. You know, you'd need to be stupid not to think any of that. And then of course you'll have instigators amongst us who are working for the police, and then, you know, yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't want to say too much, you know what I mean? There's a lot being spoke about right now, and you know,
I know. I remember reading many of the training manuals from both sides, you know, devices and how to conduct themselves on the street, security and stuff like that. Really well written documents, you know, not just ashed up stuff. All right, Freedom Dad, taking up enough of your time. Stay safe. How do you feel in yourself with this cold?
Oh, man,
it's man flu.
Oh, man, it's horrible, man. I'm fucking coughing my lungs up. You know, that horrible stuff, man. You're like, where the fuck's that come from?
I don't know. I keep telling the women they don't understand about man flu. But yeah, they got just once a month. They have a little bit of a problem. They ought to have man flu now and again. They'd really suffer that.
I know. I can't have that all day long. Give me. I'll have a baby rather than this.
We can have the feminists after us now, Freedom. Yeah.
No, you know I'm only joking. No, you know what's me.
And I am.
You know what's me.
I'm only joking. We're only joking. We love our ladies. Okay. Say goodbye to your girls and Freedom Dad. They wait for you.
Goodbye, girls. See you all later. I'll get a wee video out today anyway, so I'm got a bit of an idea. So.
I look forward to it. Look after yourself, Freedom Dad.
I will be, mate.
Stay safe, stay low. Stay low, move fast. Yes. Thank you, Freedom Dad. Okay, it's great, isn't it, when Freedom Dad comes into the room? Been really lucky today. We've had Joe Marsh about Brighton, and we've had Freedom Dad on Belfast, and this is what the show is supposed to be about, really, if we call it a show. I don't know. I like the 8 o'clock one. Catch up on the news, see what's happening, and get a take. It makes it easier for me as well, because it's so difficult knowing what tunes to play. And I've got to play tunes because I'll let you into a secret. I hate the sound of my own voice. I really do. But apparently I went and done some research on it. And everybody hates the sound of their own voice. So there. Right, let's have a look at, see if we get a tune. Okay, guys, first one to name the tune that's on our playlist, we'll play. If it's on our playlist. So one of you can pick the song. You've got a beautiful voice, Lady J, and you're a fine singer. You're a fine singer. Fine singer. Okay, nothing coming up. I don't know. Let's go out on something light then, is there? Yeah, let's go, yeah.
We're already down. Woke up this morning, suit still pressed and neat. Coffee in the Downing Street kitchen, taste and defeat. The phones are blowing up, the numbers don't lie. Red walls crumbling fast under a May sky. We promised the moon on a worker's wage, but the bins ain't emptied and the rent still rage. VAT on private schools, thought that'd be a win. Now even the teachers won't let their kids back in. I fixed my tie in the mirror, tried to smile, but even my reflection knows it's been a while. We're going down, down, down in these local towns. Council's flipping faster than my trademark U-turns round. We're going down, down, down. Hear the laughter ringing loud. The red rose is wilting like my winter fuel vow. Oh, Keir, my dear, even the mirror's had enough here. We're going, ghosted. down. Thought net zero would save us, green votes in the bag, but they're freezing in their houses, calling me a slag. Two-child cap still biting, votes keep on arriving. Great British energy, more like great big dithering. Told them things can only get better like Tony in 97. Now they're voting for anyone who ain't from Islington. Protests on the right, protests on the left. Everyone's laughing while we're bereft. I gave them missions, I gave them 5. They gave me the finger in every ward tonight. We're going down, down, down in these local towns. Council's flipping faster than my trademark U-turns round. We're going down, down, down. Hear the laughter ringing loud. The red roses wilting like my winter fuel vow. Look here, my dear.
Yes.
Even the mirrors had enough
Great.
here. We're going, ghosted down. I scrubbed the winter fuel, raised employers, and I danced the focus group line. Watched the pensioners cry, change the flag, change the rules, even change my mind. But the working bloke in Bolton wants his streetlights on, not fines. Angela's texting, Wes is pacing the floor. Rachel's spreadsheets say we ain't winning no more. I stare at the map, all those little red dots fading fast. Guess the British people finally saw through at last. We're going down, 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 but we'll spin it somehow. Midterm blues, I'll tell the morning crew. We're going down, 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 but I'll keep the crown till the next one when they all come for me too. Oh, Britain, my dear, you made yourself clear.
No,
We're going, ghosted. We're already down. Whoa, we're already down.
Guys, we're going to have one more song, and I bet you all thought I put Neon Hearts on because Kirsty came into the room. Yeah, you're wrong, because I'd already locked and loaded it in. We're going to have this one. And this really is the last one, guys. I've got so much to do. I've got to be honest, guys, my granddaughter won't be coming with me tomorrow. She's got a birthday party she must attend for her mother. So, yeah, hope she has a nice day. She'll be spitting blood. But I'm glad she's not going. I'm going to try and dissuade her, but don't tell her that if she comes into the room. Okay, guys, let's go.
Okay, me lads, what's this we've got?
A useless bastard who talks a lot.
We sailed through the storm with promises grand. He swore he'd fix Britain with a steady hand. But all that we got was U-turns and lies, and a face like a halibut soaked in bad brine.
Oh, Keir, it's time to fuck off.
Fuck off!
Fuck off!
Your time at the helm has been one long scoff. So pack up your briefcase and
fuck off.
He promised us change, bright and new.
Then gave us the same old Tory stew.
He sank every pledge like a leaky old tub. Taxed all the working lads down to the nub. Went soft on the boats while the borders went mad. Now the whole bloody country is pissed and half sad.
Oh, Keir, it's time to fuck off.
Fuck off!
Fuck off!
You've crashed the economy, you've broken the trough. So haul up your anchor and
fuck off.
You smile like a vicar, but act like a rat. With your donor mates laughing while we take the flak. You've anchored us deep in a sea full of shit. Now the crew's at the wheel and we're done with this skit.
What shall we do with this tone-deaf PM?
Chuck him overboard with his whole damn crew then.
No more of your speeches, no more of your spin. The bilge is full up and the ship's caving in.
We've had quite enough of Sir Two-Tier Starmer to grab him by the scruff. And
oh, Keir, it's time to fuck off.
Fuck off!
Fuck off!
Fuck off! The whole bloody nation is screaming enough. So So get off the quarterdeck and fuck off. Fuck off, Kier. Fuck off, Kier. We're taking the ship and we're steering her clear. Okay, it's time to fuck off.
Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you. Will we be live tonight at 8? Yeah, but we'll only be going from 8 till 9. I want to be up early tomorrow morning, get ready to go to Leicester. So yeah, we'll be live at 8 tonight. So, Kirsty, you came in late, girl. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I owe you 18 kisses, Kirsty. Good Lord. That's a lot. Okay, guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. Stay safe, stay strong. If you're in Belfast, stay low, move fast. 18, lady, 18. Yeah, 14 I thought it was. No, it's 18. See you on the next one, guys. 8 tonight. I have a video up shortly. It's going to be about Belfast. It's always about Belfast these days. I think I'll change the name of the channel. Catch you later.